So close. That last one. I doubt you will make it as far. My name is Rhapsody. Ooh, we still got it. What is that? Try to stay focused. My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Inscryption, your starting deck, stunted wolf stink bug, stone the bullfrog. Yep, all to be expected. However, this bad boy is going to be updated. Okay, squirrel on the left-hand side, adder next to it. Perfect. This has the... Ooh! Okay, so this is clearly influence from the mycologist. Is this just like... This area feels as you know more rules about the game, so this is, you know, having your candles snuffed out before a boss, your excess candles, that is to say. Overkill damage, and then the mycologists. So is this just gonna become effectively like a trophy room? Is that way to us at the moment? Okay. So starting deck is still just, yeah, those. I like the idea of getting an upgrade. I feel like the upgrades early on the stunted wolf actually served us extraordinarily well. I mean, we gotta get the first card first, so... No real pick being made here. Dang! I would have liked to have the beehive last turn. That would have been pretty good. Last run, that is. There's KC. And a Raven Egg. I've got to go for the reroll. Purely based off of the fact that if we find an adder, we can actually do the adder things. Kingfisher. So it cannot be directly attacked on the opponent's turn, and it attacks over the enemies, so it's flying damage, right? So it can't be used to contest an enemy. However, if I develop this on the field, I buy myself a lot of time. However, I also, you know, lose some board space as well. I'm gonna take the Mantis because I feel like, especially just before an upgrade, I might be able to do some stuff. The crackling fire lit the starving faces of the group of survivors. "We have no food," one said. "But perhaps one of your creatures will join us. Enhance its power," said another. I mean, I want to do with the Mantis with a double strike here. However, what contests against this? The idea that I may, in the future, especially near up in the future, sacrifice the Mantis in order to give its bifurcated strike to a different unit. It's a pretty big one. There's also just giving it to the stoat. You know, maybe actually making all of these relevant minions rather than just having pretty irrelevant minions in the deck now. All right, we got Mantis. You had an idea. Why not warm your creature by the fire? Just a moment longer. One of the starving survivors took a step closer. This would be risky. Push your luck or pull away. Oh. Before you could pull away, one of the survivors leapt upon the Mantis. Another jabbed it with a spear. You looked away as the grotesque feeding frenzy ensued. Blood and bones flew left and right as you retreated from the scene. Okay, so we can treat that as a card removal. I've been waiting for that to happen because we did see that in the demo. So I knew it was an option available out there. Nice top deck. There's a stunted wolf as well. Coyote's got flying. They got flying, so they'll attack over by 1. Okay. I mean, we can do some pretty simple stuff here, like, you know, drop the stoat on board. Sure, we take 4 this turn. However, we have the ability to contest both minions on board. Like, there, and then stink bug there. Take down all of their minions, put myself in a position where I am 4 down right now. Bullfrog, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not really going to be able to push any excess damage here. Courtesy of not having that Mantis with me. It's going to be a damned important thing, that. Oh well. Oh god, this is a trapper this early? don't have anything for you.
I'll be honest with you. The trapping business means lagging. After being defeated by that challenger, well, I'm thinking of clearing out me entire inventory. Trying something else. Pelts are cheaper now.
Right, so this is a continuation of things being made easier in the deck building roguelike here. So we're getting more roguelike than deck builder in a way, or roguelike than light. I don't really love those distinctions individually. However, there is permanent progression here that is making the future runs easier, not just through the unlock system, which tends to be everywhere, but also through supplying us with extra tools like the hook to be able to steal enemy cards. Obviously, things being cheaper here, another example thereof. Let's take the golden pelt and then a rabbit pelt. I'll trudge on with me wares.
You have me gratitude.
So the trader is further up here. That's the ability to get those out of the deck. I've got 3 cards, 3 treasures being held here. So this might actually give me the pack rat. I have no one to sacrifice and put into someone else at the moment because I don't have the bifurcated sigils. Your pack was full, but a small critter approached. There we go. And then we get the pack rat for it. So it seems like that is a repeatable thing we can do. Love it. Oh, hang on. What's that sigil again? Yep. Guardian. Yes. So you will be placed to oppose anything that I play. Interesting. I don't really think that matters, frankly. There you go. We'll deal 1 damage. You block your 2. Huh. Okay. There's a rabbit pelt for us. Sack the rabbit pelt there. The other coyote doesn't have the ability to move over. So we attack through. Unfortunately, we don't propagate any damage to the backline. We get some extra bones there. So we have a couple draws in the deck that are really good if we have the bones. There's one of them. Put a golden pelt in front of the other, and then a stink bug in front of the coyote. And this gives me some time to actually draw resources from my deck. Nice. Should be able to contest you. Scoop? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna accept that one from you, bud. I'll be pushing you to the end here. Okay, and then stunted wolf. This has got to be a sack of a thing we need to really done anything with. I gotta remember, I also have that pack rat. Utilization of the pack rat once per fight would also be a pretty pog. Pretty pog. I'm anticipating some extraordinary pelts. Hair pelts. Warm by the fire just a moment longer. I do like the ringworm. I like the great white, but we would have to work our way up to actually being able to play it, which is the concern on my part. Mirror the power and kills is equal, so no clue. I think it's probably just gonna be mirror exactly their damage on the other side. Raven, Sparrow. I kind of want to take a ringworm and start trying to find how to get the ringworm to do a thing. Worm. And then, I mean, honestly, like tripling some of these or doubling them and then slicing them together with the mycologist is huge. Especially with the great white. You know what? We'll take the great white right now because it gives me the ability to possibly do that in the future. Amoeba, the Douse, Mantis God, Trifurcated Strike. A card bearing the sigil will strike the opposing space to the left, right, and center. That is an incredible thing to be able to sack this rare card into someone else and give them Mantis God's ability. Especially if there's some sort of great white. I'll make good use of these. Her voice changes the entire time. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's go. Bye-bye, Mantis Lord. I like the idea of putting it the Great White, but I should consider other options before I definitely do it. Why? This is good. If I can ever summon the Great White, we win. And we win with sick overkill, too. Sparrow. So I can block one of those incoming damage with Bullfrog. The only problem is they get priority on your second attack, so I lose that encounter. Unless I wait for them to have priority, which means passing. That coyote makes things worse. Okay. So I like the idea of getting down the stink bug to oppose the coyote. Or the sparrows, I guess. What could oppose the coyote? Stinkbug's its best opposition, to be honest. Feels like, you know, squirrel, bullfrog here. That's always gonna happen. And then I would need to be able to squirrel into ringworm, literally just so that I can sack something to get a stinkbug on board. But otherwise, we take lethal next turn. So, well,
I guess I'll do it if it prevents lethal.
Gosh. But also, do I use the ringworm to block the coyote instead? And then stinkbug goes up against the sparrow? Yeah, because otherwise 2 damage... No, not 2 damage gets through this. Hang on. We'll do it this way. I'm agonizing over this, but I'm pretty sure this is the right play because it completely invalidates this line, sets us up for success here, sets us up for success here, and then worse comes to worse, the only position that I have is one that I can just defend with pickups of squirrels. So we slay, you move forward, and you kill my bullfrog, and you also give the coyote 3 total damage, which is exactly enough for it to win. I can block against the coyote with a squirrel, but if I do that, I'm going to be completely destitute on board next turn. Okay, so I'll draw from the main deck. Great white, wow. And we're going to have to summon that. So squirrel goes here, great white sacks all 3 of these, puts itself in this position. So we are going to remove 3 minions and deal 4 damage.
Nice top deck.
And then I'm just gonna overkill by a trillion billion damage points. Seems appropriate.
Get him, great white.
I like the idea of upgrading my individual cards. Oh, choosing them by cost is pretty good. Choosing them by type. Do I have... So is the Great White like a specific kind... Are you a Serpent card and that's patched over the top? I'm worried that if I get a character, I might not be able to match any of my characters. If I can't match any of my characters, I'm starting to feel not great. Again. Yeah. Let's look for... Just gonna look for an insect. Let's do it. Corpse maggots. What? Corpse eater. If a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing the sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. What are we having difficulty doing right now? The cackling fire lit by the starving faces of a group of survivors. We have no food. I'm going to give y'all ringworm. If you choose to eat my worm, surely your creature could become more powerful. Yeah. Before you could stop them, one of the survivors seized the ringworm and began tearing at its flesh. The other survivors followed the example and began devouring the creature alive, fearing for your life. You retreated, but you may keep the bones. So you get to keep the bones of the creature they killed. I'm gonna go stand up and look over at these lore characters, just in case they'd alter themselves in some fashion or way. Nothing doing there, nothing doing there. Still an adder. Okay, sit back down. Time to go to the Prospector's boss battle. Yeehaw, partner. There's our rate of smoke. The trees closed in tight around you, creating an impenetrable brush. The only way out was forward, and the hobbled shape of man stood in that way. Got any gold in that there skull, partner? Let me crack her open and take a look. Boss time, eh?
Unless we meet again.
Right. There's Moan Pack Rat. Not gonna need to summon that for a bit. I do like Greater Smoke contesting this coyote. And heck, I'll get started with the Stunted Wolf as well. We'll push 3 damage this turn. Perfect. So, I'm looking down the barrel of playing something that I don't... I want to be able to kill that wolf cub by attacking with this Greater Smoke. So this Greater Smoke only has 1 damage, propagates the coyote, doesn't propagate back to the wolf cub afterwards. There's no damage to do so. So killing this Greater Smoke and summoning something that does 2 damage in its place, which is the Pack Rack, makes a bunch of sense. However, that would also ask that I then, well, I mean, I would have to get a squirrel, which I'm going to do, and also I should get the bones, because otherwise the Pack Rat's not going to give me anything. I'm going to have way too many bones here. Just absolutely kitted out with bones. The adder was in position 2, wasn't it? Squirrel on the leftmost, adder in position 2. Right? If I managed to take the adder, I can't. I'm about to kill the enemy this turn. And I won't be able to kill my own Stunted Wolf. No, we're just gonna have to look for another run where this is more accessible. Or, you know, find an adder even later in this run. That'll be fine too. Gosh. Yeah, you're not a bad draw right now. It's really important that I don't actually kill the enemy this turn, so I had to downplay my damage there. This is not good. Great wide, I need to be able to kill this. I need to be able to kill the pack mule to try and get the resources that will actually be able to carry me through this fight. However, if the pack rat and the stoat attack right now, I'll get 2 points worth of overkill. The board will be reset. I'll have nothing but golden nuggets. And the enemy will be developing pretty sick minions against that. I don't like it, but I don't have much I can do about it right now. There's gold in them there cards. Thankfully, the stink bug is going to be able to actually get our kill here. I was thinking the mule was actually going to be removed. You coward! That mule was defenseless! I've turned him into like a King Candy or a, you know, the same archetype, the Choose Goose, the Edwin, etc. I've done it many times. And I will do it many more. I mean, I really want the Bloodhound to attack somewhere else. Yeah, because I can't sack enough to actually put my Great White on the field yet. Why? There you go, I'm gonna put a Coyote there. Contests to this round. Corpses are in no short supply. Take another draw there. Perfect. Perfect. I'll push 2 damage right now, actually. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay. Squirrel, and then Get a Great White down there. And then I can also get a Rat King out. And I can also get a Sparrow out here on the left-hand side to be able to attack over. So we're actually going to be able to push through 15? 15 damage this turn? Baby, that's a lot of overkill. All right. You will not perish quite yet. That Great White's doing absolute work. The only problem is we are heavily reliant on that Great White to win right now. The Pack Rat being a 4/4 is pretty cool, but also I tend to want to sacrifice the Pack Rat into something cheaper. Mole Man's like a good early blocker. And that life is worth its weight in gold. I'm gonna take the Pack Rat. I think it being a 4/4 minion actually makes it a contesting minion on board. Wiping the dust from your trousers, you continued on your journey. Let me think. Right. Tepid water flooded your boots. Flies swarmed around you. You'd entered the wetlands. Right. Squirrel, adder. Yeah, so it was adder in position 2. Good. So I'm not wrong about that. Take a couple of those bad boys off you. Light up your desk there. Sacrifice a unit into another unit's pretty damn good. Removal's pretty sick. I don't want to remove the stoat, but I do want to remove the stoat. Unkillable. I need to still look for this adder. I'm actually not quite sure what this is. Take the mycologist pair for the bullfrog. Really hope I see a mycologist up pretty soon because I'm making plans around him. Now I am incentivized to get something that costs bones out here. Stinkbug certainly counts. The corpse maggots want to get sacrificed into the Great White. All right. Wait, did I just pair the Stinkbug? No. Okay. Bye-bye. Sleep at last. I'll take my minor bone treasure. Okay, so your adders now are all stinky. Got it. So my 1 cost minions on board won't really be doing too much. I can block 1 damage with a stoat this turn, but I feel like I should just hold off and get a pack rat and then try and actually contest a minion on board. Although the pack rat doesn't really make sense unless I actually use an item. Okay, we'll hold. Oh boy. Will the stump be able to attack? I'm gonna get my adder done now. That's the plan. Now I just have the, or need to have the ability to come back on board after that. So that would be this turn. I steal the adder. I put the squirrel directly next to it here. My adder attacks for 1 damage. My squirrel defends for 1. The rattler comes out on the board and kills my adder. The alpha propagates 1 damage. The stump propagates 1 damage and we lose. So the way that it looks like this has to work out is I get a squirrel. I steal this. I put a squirrel down here. I put a squirrel down here. And then I need to sack to put my great white on board. So we go squirrel, hook, adder. Perfect. Then squirrel again. Great white. This pushes 4 damage and it also removes 2. Oh boy. 1 off dead again. But still better. This bad boy can push 8 damage in its current instance on board. But then the adder responds but doesn't even hit the great white. Oh, never mind. So what we do now is just wait until we can get the pack rat on board. And in our patience towards that, can we do anything else? Because we're 9 negative from winning right now, so 8 positive will put us 1 away from the victory. So next turn I would just have to draw a squirrel and play it with the pack rat. Love it. Squirrel. Double squirrel. Pack rat here. And that just about ought to do it.
The god. The mantis god.
There's mycologists over on that left-hand side. The industrious beaver. It constructs dams adjacent to it. The tenacious skink. It moves over when attacked, leaving a tail behind. I'm gonna take the bullfrog. Also gonna stand up and go and check out. Get ourselves a candle. Can I have extra health, please? I found another candle. Oh, you actually do get an extra health. Your persistence is growing quite tiresome. Do you truly wish for your skill to be masked by this cheat? How will I know if you're truly worthy? You could ask nicely. I love the idea of getting the corpse eater into the great white. Having a unit die, the great white just comes out of hand. I love the idea of joining the pack rats. I love the idea of joining the bullfrogs. Sorry. Do you...
They are not victims.
This procedure, it is grisly.
Look away.
What have we done? You made it sick. You made it great. You made it a useful minion for actually blocking a significant amount of incoming flying damage. Greetings. Speaking of incoming flying damage, Kingfisher Spowl. So I can contest the Sparrow in the line by just summoning the Stunted Wolf for 2 extra damage to open here. And then just contesting it this turn. Scissors. To the user, you may cut up one of your adversary's cards. It is destroyed. I mean, as long as I summon more powerful creatures than the enemy has in each of these individual slots. Ouch. They're going to have to actually do something better to contest me here. I'm pushing 4 per turn, they're pushing 3, so this is not currently a winning trade for them. I'll happily hold at this standstill for a while. In fact, I'll hold at a 4 and 4 standstill happily for a while. Because ultimately what I want to do... Oh, there it is. Hello. Okay, so then we want to be... Oh my god, this is going to be so good. No, it was too much! Shut up. Yep. A possum, bullfrog, and a river snapper. It's fine, we'll reroll. River snapper, adder, and a rattler. Let's take an adder. Same reasoning of the previous moose buck that we saw. It'd be really nice if we just had the ability to invalidate it, right? +2 health. You came across the remains of a small settlement. No living person remained. It must have been something they ate. It worked. The fire sputtered on in spite of their absence. So they can't kill anything now. Do I just get, like, severe permabuffs from this? Is that the whole idea? If it is the whole idea? You might not have been able to hear the rest of that sentence, but I guarantee your dog's gone wild for the punchline. Oh, baby. Wait. Do we... They don't stop you? What? What? Just casual 1-9 there, thanks. We'll take it. Oh, there's the coyote, bullfrog. Gosh, this is gonna be a problem. I can control the board, but I can't stem the tide of damage. Not effectively. Take the frozen opossum from this. Drop you there. So next turn they look poised to push 3 damage, which would be lethal. Can I sacrifice the frozen opossum? I'm not entirely certain. I mean, if I knew I could sacrifice it, that would change my turn here pretty significantly. Can't sacrifice it. Okay, cool. So if I push 1 damage this turn, I prevent lethal. I guess. So ultimately now, we have to go squirrel into double squirrel into triple sack for the Great White. We push 8 damage and we kill here, unfortunately. Should have moved that over to the left, struck the coyote as well as, and only pushed 4 damage. I was worried that I was going to somehow lose there, but I should have been able to just stop that and go, hang on. We're fine right now. I don't need to make a desperation play like that. That's the second Great White. That's literally what we took the first one for. Great White's not a tribe, is it? The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age.
Choose!
Yeah, Great White doesn't seem to be considered any kind of card there. Make all my squirrels have murder. They don't do any damage. Want to get a serpent head, maybe? We do have the adder. Yeah, let's get a serpent head. The gray-haired woman silently collected her carvings, and left. I'm just crazy for cravens. Oh, wait. We lose both. Dang. Oh, but we get 2 smokes for it. Baby. What you first mistook for a misshapen boulder turned out to be a hulking man. You attempted to sneak past him, but your foot made contact with a metal bucket.
I'm the angler. You are the fish.
What's up, bud? I'll feel well, Gret. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure I can win if I just put the... Oh no, it's the wrong Great White! Can I still win? The consideration here is obviously squirrel greatest smoke, and then put the Great White down and have the Great White attack. We deal 4 damage this turn. The enemy next turn decides that they would take my Great White. My Great White attacks again. In doing so, preventing the hook attack. They put a bait bucket in front of my Great White. My Great White attacks that. They summon in place of that a Great White themselves, and then I'm held at a standstill there. But I also don't want to get in a position where I'm worried about what they're actually going to steal from me here. Does that mean I hold? Trying to steal one of my cards, but I don't have one. This feels so bad. I may have to end up using something drastic here, because yeah, I allow them to push 2 damage this turn, and the next turn they're, you know, already presenting, hey, I will deal 3 damage to you. There's the Great White, never mind. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was hoping for, ultimately.
New fish, easy choose. You take new fish, easy. Fish, choose. Fresh, choose.
And that will snuff one of their candles, which ends the phase where they use the hook. They actually wipe their board here, I'm pretty clear. Yeah,
Go fish.
And they put down the bait bucket there. However, I am going to be attacking so many times, buddy. You're not gonna believe it. Yeah, there you go.
Go fish.
You can have your own great white, but I will take lethal. Get snuffed. Reignite. Thank you for those. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Strange lava. I did like that last time, but I didn't really have much time for it to actually happen. I don't need 2 mantis gods, I don't think. Amoeba. I do want some more things that summon with bones. An amoeba's pretty cool. Shaken, but with a newfound resolve, you moved past the pond where the angler now lay. We will need another map. The beauty of the falling snow could not distract you from the chill in your bones. Your body quaked in a futile attempt to maintain warmth. You'd finally reached the snow line. We should be able to finish basically any of these trials. Well, specifically, we're able to finish blood easily. The Trial of Power, we should also be able to finish it. The Trial of Health, 3 drawn health. No, Trial Burns. It's got to be power. Draw one of my, that'll do it. Great Whites will do it. 2 from the Pack Rat, 4 from the Great White, 2 from the Stunted Wolf. You passed. So passing by 2 times doesn't do anything extra. A waterborne porcupine. So we're submerged in the enemy's turn, but if they attack us, we'll deal damage to them. So, a flyer that blocks a flyer there, and that's a bullfrog. A bullfrog burrower. I mean, it's a bullfrog burrower that could get added into another bullfrog that already exists. Effectively thinning the deck down, allowing me to keep my consistency of my great whites and like, yeah. We take the bullfrog for the ability for it to join in with another card there. Here we actually might get another pack rat, I think. No? Oh, it's this thing. I don't know what it is, so I have to take it until I know what it is. We absolutely definitely need to go for the trapper. We have so much money, and then we need to go to the mycologist afterwards. Here we get to choose between a totem battle or a non-totem battle. I'm not certain if there's a better reward at all for doing the totem battle. I don't suspect there is. We can contest that Raven Egg on board already. Nice bullfrog. They push 4 damage next turn and I push nothing. I'm serious, you cannot use that. There's no possible use for it. I'll place it on the shelf over there for now. My advice, avoid it. Okay, well, I kind of needed that. If a creature that you own perishes by combat. I think that'll count my corpse maggot, my squirrel, and then summon my corpse maggot in that position to be able to start contesting the alpha. Oh wow, no, they still push. Oh no, I forgot the Raven's gonna evolve before it attacks. It's painful to see. I'm sorry about it.
Yeah, ever since that defeat, you don't want to hear it. Cheaper prices. Enjoy.
Take 1, 2, 3. Will a deck full of just golden pelts do anything for us? No. I'll take another one and I'm leaving. I know I've got a lot left over.
Much appreciated.
Let's get up from the table also and go inspect the slime. Hello.
Oh! The pain is unbearable. Even after all these years. What do you want? I have very little to live for these days. Ah, it's done. The master is free. Oh, the end must be closed now. If Magnificus is free, it must be close. Ugh. Watching the angler lose. Now that soothed my pain. An old rival of mine, that fisherman. He bested me this time, but I will have another chance. Oh, I see you have a little something special up your sleeve. Fear not, I won't blow your cover. You just need to get a hold of that camera of his. Maybe if you defeated him, you'd get a chance.
All you need is an opportunity to use it. Touches legendary camera. Yeah. Cool. So that is in-universe character who will assist you with some of the puzzles if you are missing the ones that will allow you to progress. Do you have a...
They are not victims.
I mean, all of these are going to be insane.
This procedure is a grizzly.
Look away.
An 8-4, baby.
That's what you've done. There's actually a trader in one space away. Wow. Okay, we're going to be able to get these pelts out of the deck pretty quick. Ooh, amoeba. Annoyingly, I need my golden pelt dead so that my amoeba can do anything. I have to summon a squirrel in a position where I know it's about to die. Yeah. So I can hold that porcupine back for 3 turns really easily. I can kill this raven egg or this raven egg, obviously. Whatever I put the amoeba against this turn is going to be dying. It's exactly the worst case scenario, is just getting golden pelts here. Because I can't actually block the raven egg with it. So I'm going to have 3 flying damage come in next turn that is completely impossible for me to prevent. And that's just going to continue. Oh, this feels like our second loss. I don't want it to be our second loss. So weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. Get myself a new eye. Cut up one of my adversary's cards. Could cut up the Raven. But then next turn, their Sparrow comes in and kills me. Well, actually, no. My Amoeba attacks this turn, so... but the Sparrow comes in and attacks for 2, so it still does kill me because the Alpha is buffing it. Don't love that. Still don't love doing that. Thematically, excellent. I do not want to keep my eyes open when it happens, though. But I also like that I want to close my eyes at that point. It's good. God, I feel like I need to destroy the other one as well. And in fact, I do. If I don't cut off the raven here, I lose. Still. Ugh. Alpha. At least we do have the pack rats, so we do have the ability to... Well, we've got 2 pack rats even. We have the ability to start refilling. Handily. And once we wrest control of the board from the enemy, they're really unlikely to ever get it back from us. So I push 3, they push 2, but they managed to kill my golden pelts. You'll surrender this turn. So we're at a push of 3 and 3 each turn. So instead, I'm going to hold them here until I get my other pack rat out so that I can actually get some more minions again. Well, that was a squirrel. Oops. And then obviously I'm going to try and optimize my finisher. Hello. Frog. Come on. I know there's another pack rat in here somewhere. Well, that's our finisher. That one's not relevant. Come on. One more space and we get to the trader so we can actually remove these golden pelts, which have proven much more of a problem than I thought they were going to, frankly. There you go. Squirrel into squirrel into pack rats. Here. One squirrel in hand left. So I push 5. Yeah, I need to get the squirrel out and then sack for right point. So we're going squirrel. And then great white. So sack these 3. And attack from here. And then the rest of, like, maximum damage for us would be getting, I guess, just another frog out there. And sure, we'll field the golden pelt as well. So we've overkilled by a hell of a lot, including an eyeball. So we got some items back there at the end, and time for my ancestral eye. There we go. Oh man, I want all of these. Makes sense they're all options, considering how damned important each is. Have you brought me fine pails? Hair pails? Ah, Warren. A rabbit hole. When a card bearing this sigil is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. A rabbit is refined as 0 power, 1 health. That seems pretty good. Oh, there's the endlessly sacrificiable cat there. I think I will take this Warren, though. Just kind of ramp play for myself.
Marvelous.
Do like the idea of putting amoeba with amoeba. But get good. Amoeba good. Top 13 good. Hey, strange lava good. Gotta take all of them. I'll make good use of these. See, my newest D&D character has, well, one of my newest D&D characters, I'm not gonna stay on this tangent for long, has a soft feminine Welsh accent, and I can do it perfectly in the session, but I forget everything about it afterwards. And since I haven't done Wildermyth in a while, I haven't had practice with it. I haven't had practice or praxis with it. Okay. I'm gonna want to get a summon if anything dies. Oh, I can't put it on someone who already has a patch. No. Well, summon if anything dies on an adder is pretty sick too. Yeah.
We take those.
Oh my god. I was thirsty and I was just like, oh, I usually leave water by the desk. I made myself a whole ass cup of coffee and forgot about it, so cheers. Strange lava in the warren here. I do want to get that strange lava out, but I believe the warren is going to give me a rabbit and then I can sack the rabbit to get the strange lava if I understand how this works. So, let's attempt it. Warren goes down here. We got a rabbit back in hand. Never doubt the fecundity of rabbits. And strange lava. Okay. So beehives and warrens and things like this are they're starting to feel a lot better and make a lot more sense. Oh yes, the turkey vulture. I forgot about the turkey vulture. I totally forgot about it. Oh boy. Well, good thing I have the ability to cut that card up. So, here's what I have to do to not lose. Because the pronghorn is going to attack. There's my Mothman, so I'm going over for 7 now, which is great. And in fact, I'm gonna get my adder out on the board. There you go, and nothing here can really increase my damage that much. I can sacrifice the Warren! Okay, so it's an incredible mana ramp. It might be way more effective than most Many Lives kinds of things. The Many Lives might be a little bit of a trap a lot of the time, honestly. Like, it feels like you want it to trigger 1 or 2 times. You don't want it to trigger infinite times. You seldom want it to trigger infinite times at the absolute least. The apotheosized goat, the truest offering. Sacrificing it grants 3 blood. Pronghorn. So the goat is obviously a very easy way for us to summon our Great White. We'll take it. I was about to argue against it, and then I didn't. I want to upgrade those minions. I don't know these. Oh, yeah, no, I do want to upgrade because the upgrade is infinite upgrades. Oh, it's so much health. What did you feed them? I looked welcoming as always. The Warren. That being a sick blocker as well as the best turn 1 play is actually huge. Okay. So many things are capable of breaking in our favor now that knowledge of the mechanics of the game is going to be the breaking point, you know. The trapper sat hunched beside one of his traps, slowly cranking it open. He gingerly removed a mangled hair from the steel teeth, but left the trap unhinged.
You shouldn't have come here. No, I shouldn't.
Oh, crumbs! I can get the Great White out on the board and immediately kill him. Strange frog. The leaping trap. Hang on. When a card bearing this sigil perishes, the opposing creature, the creature opposing it, the creature opposing it, the creature opposing it Hang on. Let's be absolutely certain about the consistency of this text, because Sharp Quills says the striker is then dealt a single damage point. However, opposing creatures attack its owners directly. So opposing means directly opposing on side of the board, which means I think I can actually do my turn 1 play here. Squirrel, go. Red white. Water.
It's the end of my turn.
Let's try.
Right, I don't have many pelts in hand. I hope you brought pelts. Yes, don't worry, this is fine. Okay, so that's a bulldog. It's gonna go where anything summon. That's got bifurcated strike, but I would take it and immediately put it on my side, right? I wouldn't. No, I take it to hand if I recall correctly, actually. And you're going to attempt to block my first strike. But as soon as you do, you will leave that space free. Trade, the rest will stay and fly for you, that's fine. I'm gonna wolf pelt for the bloodhound here. And then on my turn, I'm going to instantly win, I believe. Right? Draw a card? Sure. Yeah, because you've got the blocker in that way. Yeah, we'll do ridiculous overkill as well as wipe out a huge amount of those. So your ability to anticipate what the enemy is about to do in these instances and then respond appropriately is so crucial. Your lives are restored. Which is to say, you know, like splitting the slime boss. I'm making a comparison to Slay the Spire because it is something that I know is familiar to you all rather than, you know, saying it's the same. Deck builders are different. But killing the slime boss at the right time gives you the ability to slay the stun the slime boss for a turn, right? As it's splitting and it's no longer doing an action. You know, you get to do the same to a couple other bosses in that game as well. But while those pivotal points do feel crucial, I had a point. Hang on, give me a second here. I'll try and figure it out in the background while we look at these. Child 13 is Strange Lava. And Riley. Let's get the Strength Lava.
Double Mothman.
The mystery of the trapper and trader occupied your thoughts as you wandered onwards. A light in the distance caught your eye. We will need another map. Only got one item. Oh! Keep sealed.
Could it be? You've the master's eye. Does this mean the master can see me? Magnificus, can you see me? Can you free me?
Keep sealed. I mean, I desperately want to do it to see what happens, but I'll trust. We'll trust for now. Actually, there's also some more mushrooms over here now. Good. I think I need some items. A squirrel is pretty insane. I go. warm light of the cabin cut through the thick fog. Surely your tribulations ended here.
I'm on my way, big boy.
Huh? No, stop for nothing. Ah, right, this one, of course. Forgot about this. A rare opportunity arose. The great boons of Leshy's woods were on offer. The Trial of the Swift. The drawn 3 cards must include a card with a sprinter symbol. The Trial of the Ring. If you have a ring, you pass automatically. In the Trial of Skins, we go ring naturally, as we have a ring. I almost missed your ring from up here. You pass. Boon of the Magpie's Eye. When you draw a card from your deck, you may choose any card in your deck to draw. Boon of the Bone Lord, you'll start a battle with 8 bones, baby. Boon of the Forest. Yeah, we absolutely get the specific draw. Have them be winged. 3 cards must include a rare card. We've got 2 pack rats and we got a lot of rare cards. We got 2 waterborne. We got a lot of rare though. Let the trial of rarity begin. Gek is rare, Amoeba is rare, pack rat is rare. Literally all of them rare cards. Ah, Gek is a rare card. Success. My most powerful boons. Boon of the Forest, stomp the ground, burn all the spaces. Bone Lord. Ambidextrous, draw twice in a turn. Woo, baby. Oh. Two boons. Impressive. Let's go. Go limber up. You're back. Sit. Oh, how I relish this moment. Snuff, snuff. Two flames will not suffice this time. Oh, yeah. You called me a cheater. What? Keep an eye on you. So a problem I'm finding consistently is I don't know what the enemy is going to do. Ideally right now what I would do is go squirrel into strange lava and then I would, start waiting for a while. I need to keep this great white in hand like as a ace in the hole kind of card. And I will do that, but I am concerned. So, you're holding that. You are now the prospector. Does that mean that at the end of this turn, you'll be killing one of my minions? Or all of them? Because it's so important I know what the individual trigger here is going to be, I'm going to very quickly go and rewatch the end of my old episode. I will be back in a second. Okay, so it seems like the trigger is going to be the full board wipe at the end of this turn, which means the pupa play on turn 1, a wee bit questionable. Just a touch. Get to draw 2 cards, is it? nothing with 3 damage that contests the amalgam effectively. I have no way to generate the 3 damage to contest that amalgam effectively. Yeah, heavily going in on just one good card might not be the strat. We've got other cards that do things, but not the same things. Let's take a Warren. And then I get my second draw, and I'll just take a squirrel with that. We'll put Warren in front of the... Oh, right, I do have to sack for the Warren. That's fine. We'll put it there, get a rabbit out of it. The enemy is not going to be able to deal any damage this turn, and the amalgam's also not going to be able to come onto the board. So you're not trying to do anything this turn. I feel like on a turn where they're not trying to do anything, I need to suddenly try and do something to them, which is like summon the Great White. The fact that I only have 1 is making me deeply nervous. Let me hold this at him. Let me just keep it close. Great White. So I will push 8 damage with the Great White this turn, which will kill. So I'm looking to do as much external damage as possible while doing that. Propagates 2 damage back to the back line. We snuff 1 candle. The moon-soaked forest bed gave rise to shadowy figures, gasping for night air after their long and torturous slumber. Ah, yes. I remember that one. So my Great White will now immediately still. And it will even kill Reginald in the backline before it even... Oh my god. Okay. So this turn, I will draw... I am at the services saying. Let's just try and get too much value for the enemy to actually be able to deal with. Let's get the Child 13 as well. I'm not going to be playing anything on board. Slightly over wary of what the enemy is about to do when they get real threatened here. This damned moon. It's dramatic, yes, but it provides no value to my board. I wonder... Now that is value. That's the biggest card I ever seen. What do you got? Moonstrike. Card bearing the sigil will strike each opposing space that is occupied by a creature. It will strike directly if no creature opposes it. Mighty Leap, so it's preventing flight. Tidal Lock. At the beginning of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will pull small creatures like squirrels into its orbit, so it cannot be just hard blocked in that way. So you're going to deal 4 damage a turn. Well, you deal 4 damage a turn, and I deal to your moon 24. However, I'm a little curious. Short and stout. Here is my... wait, hang on. Here is my squirrel. Here. It doesn't rhyme. I can't make it rhyme with spout. Damn it! I mean... I guess there's only one touch of death. One touch of death minion? Yeah. Okay. You really destroyed the moon. Just a bit underwhelming to do it that way. Somehow I feel like the game is going to immediately redress me at some point. I suppose all that's left is to finish me off. ... Go on. Get him, Great White.
Oh my, I think I just beat him. Oh.
Wait a second. This isn't a cutscene? I assumed it was cutting back to a cutscene. I mean, I imagine it might as well. 400 minutes on this. I can get out of it. It's CamWorks. I mean, obviously I'm intrigued by Error, but also these dates. What are they? So the 15th of the 9th? Right, so, okay, so we're working in month day. So the 9th month is September, I think. So September 15th, September 15th, October 2nd, October 3rd, October 3rd, October 3rd, and then October 10th. Let's go in the typical order. Okay, so this is the camera setup in the oh heck moment. Okay, so these clearly, they're not left here for no reason. There's some reason to pay a lot of attention to them. So there's D20s up there in the back line. Oh. Okay, I'm getting nothing from this just yet. Can I back out of this? Yes, we can.
Hey there, card gamers. I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is another pack opening video. Today, I am opening Catch Monsters packs and digging for that epic, shiny Transcend Dog! And here I'll add some crazy VFX with lightning bolts or something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to open my first pack. Feeling good about this one. Feeling real good. Ooh, what do we got here? Okay, and our first rare is a Birchkin. Not exactly a viable competitive card, but hey, it's a pretty one. All right.
The Birchkin.
Next pack. Feeling even better about this one.
I'm trying to take notes.
I gotta say, these cards are feeling extra silky today. I mean, they're so smooth. Not sure what they're doing down there at the card factory, but these are feeling good in my hands. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Maybe an implication that
Some jank cards, maybe a few additions to my draft cube. We'll see. And our rare for this pack is Bandog. Not exactly riveting so far, but we have many packs to go. Next pack, here we come. Just cut out this part.
okay. So the meta story they're being called, but there's also possibly an implication there that the game is obviously in part exploring the identity of cards. You are effectively reduced from an identity to a card as a key mechanic of this game at the very end. Okay? So that is the grounding for the rest of this statement, which is the framing of a card pack opener who, by necessity of that kind of content, is disregarding large swaths of cards and almost, obviously when you know a card is not a thing that has an identity, it's not depersonalizing to, completely dismiss a card. However, if you are in a world where the meta world, that is to say the real world that's being presented here, and then the game itself as well, Inscryption, seem to likely have a bleeding through thematic link of the identity of cards that becomes more important. I don't want to overanalyze each of these as we go through, so I am just going to try and experience them, and then if there's something that immediately jumps out like that, redress it at the end. Also, obviously being cut off by a call. Okay, let's go to the next.
Hey there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is a vintage pack opening video. Today I'm opening a few super rare old packs I snagged at a garage sale. I've got 4 packs of Inscryption. You would not believe the deal I got on these. Now, not all of you will even remember this game. I'm barely old enough to have seen these going around in my childhood. For whatever reason, they only did 1 set of these cards and then stopped printing them. There's not a huge market for them anymore, but at the rate I got them for, there's no...
I hate to pause, but the previous one, the point that I made previously was actually just used to set up this one. I should have just held my my tongue.
That being said, a foil Mantis God goes for a couple $100, so fingers crossed.
Bet it would. It's got trifurcated strike.
Really cool art on these. Definitely stands the test of time.
If he shows me one of my own cards, I'm going to freak the hell out.
And our rare for this pack is Blue Mage. Cool looking card, but not going to be worth very much. All right. Let's see what we got going on in the second pack.
What's going on in that second pack, bud?
This pack has been opened and resealed. Hope no one snuck the rare out of it.
Would you buy it from Logan Paul's guy?
Come on, people, honestly. Who opens and reseals a pack?
A lot of people. It's very, very, very lucrative.
Yeah. There's a set of coordinates on this card.
Or it can be.
Looks like they were drawn on with a pen.
Coordinates drawn on with a pen.
49 degrees north, 123 degrees west.
49 north, 123 west.
I think... I'd have to check, but I think that's pretty nearby.
Oh, okay. No, they're going to do it themselves for me. They're going to find the... They're going to find the cabin that we're in.
Hey
right?
there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is a vintage pack opening video. Today I'm opening a few super rare old packs I snagged at a garage sale. I've got 4 packs of...
Wait, we just watched that one.
Alright, you guys. I'm out here living my best life. Got my trusty headlamp and shovel.
One sec, I'm going to have to go back to the start. I was trying to record the times. 49 north, 1, 2, 3 west.
Whew.
Not times.
Whew. Always come prepared, kids. Alright, you guys. I'm out here living my best life.
Yep.
Got my trusty headlamp and shovel.
Headlamp and shovel.
Always come prepared, kids.
How's that a headlamp?
There we go.
That looks like a lamp of the classic varietal.
Okay.
No, we need to go back to that.
Yeah.
Skeleton. So 49.3019. 11 north. Okay, so yeah, they're rounding in on this, is what this is showing us, not showing us anything. After attacking, Skeleton perishes. It is brittle. Formatted very similar to a magic card. Okay, we'll continue now.
Okay. Whew. Getting close. I think. Assuming there is a thing to get close to. This very well may be a massive waste of...
Yep. We get the start of the glitch effect here. If photosensitivity is a thing for you, you may want to look away for a while because we are going to need to replay this a couple times to start looking through it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. I think I can see a couple flashes of like sitting at the desk, but that's about it. The CC has nothing to say here. We'll move onwards now.
All right. That's why you always bring an extra battery, boys and girls. Every time. You gotta come prepared. Okay. All right. This is it.
So previously they were referred to as Leshy's Woods.
And now we dig.
These appear to be woods. So this appears to be about the area where they're going to be merging the meta and game
I give a
worlds more
75%
directly.
chance it's a rock. But
Rocks aren't hollow.
only one way to find out. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, you guys, I can't believe it. There's actually something here.
Little red pack. Ah, okay. So the beginning of the game was, all right, let's see what's on this. And then Inscryption starting, right? So this is going to now start leading us towards that.
Guys, are you seeing this? I'm a little confused.
Maybe structurally we can think of this world as effectively the world of Inscryption that we're interacting with is a pocket dimension that exists within this dimension in that drive, I suppose. Cheaper than a foil Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie is a character from The Hex. Previous work by Daniel Mullins. Or it's a reference to a character from The Hex who, in universe in The Hex, is from a different game. When I say that all of these games are about, like, meta scope changes, I mean it.
Fine. Wow, great video.
This is also true to form as well. Like, you would end up with all of these kinds of files so that when you sit down in the editing chair, you would actually have the ability to generate something like cogent, cohesive.
Okay.
So this is 7 days later.
What's on this thing?
Those are the noises that begin the game. Just like us, they don't have the ability to pick new game. Okay. I'm not gleaning anything else from this, so I'm going to stop browsing the footage. Hey! I do not celebrate often, and I seldom give gifts. But you, challenger, you are worthy. Please, don't be polite. Dig in. Is there something wrong? Your prize awaits. Very well. Come with me. Didn't even try to interact with that. Stand right there. Hey, buddy. Gimme.
Who gave you that? You absolute ingrate! Give it back!
We got him. There's something behind that in that direction as well. Looks like those are the corpses of all of the players here prior. And that looks like the new game button. This is the part of the game where I don't know. If I click this, are we in for another 4 hours of something that doesn't have another reasonable pause break? So I am going to have to end the episode here. For the moment, though, let me say that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Inscryption. There is a playlist up in that top left with all my contents for this game, past, present, and future. Scrolling past are the names of the people supporting the Republic over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the $10 tier. Much appreciated to each and every single one of you. For the moment, though, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time